And I will start by saying that what is even behavior? Your conduct, your actions. But when they talk about negative implications of some of our behaviors, we will be looking at the negative aspect of our behavior that offends the law. Some things we do that the law will not allow us to go free. What is even law? Law can be defined as a set of rules that binds a society. And we all agree that we live in a society. No man is an island. Because of doing one thing or the other, you must surely interact with people. But when you do things that are right, you'll be rewarded. But when you do things that are not in order, you'll be punished. So in course of your living with your neighbor or in the community, there are certain things that sometimes come up. Take for instance, the offense of murder. That is taking the life of another person. It can sometimes come through fighting, abortion, stabbing. And what is the punishment? It could be life imprisonment, and it could be sentenced to death. There was one matter I handled one time in Abuja here. And when I mention it, you know, some of you will know. About 15 years ago, there was one bank in Pape that they burned down, Zenith Bank. One police officer shot somebody and the person died that time.
So a police officer
So he became very heated up. The police officer was arrested. He was detained. He was tried. And the team that defended him, I was the lead counsel. I was the lawyer that defended him that time. It was reported in the AIT and some other media houses. And how did they end up not killing him? One, he did not kill deliberately. It was not intentional. But at the end, he was convicted for 12 years. Because the law saw it that he did not use his gun the way he should have handled it.
People know that
That he was negligent. He is out now, he is out for prisons. I'm aware of it. You can see something that happens. What was even the problem? A vehicle switched off, a vehicle came and wanted to pick somebody from where they were standing very close to the bank watching.
So
the plainclothes security men in the bank came and told the driver to move on. The driver was not willing to move on. So when he came, he was using the distance of his gun to push to hit on the vehicle, the driver's side. He thought that the gun was his safety pin. He never knew. Went on. Went and killed the passenger that the driver took from that point. The lady that works with a big bank in those days.
And
that the bullet again went and hit another person. Then I asked him, how many bullets let the barrel of your gun before it committed all these things that day? He said it was only one bullet that came out. And it was as powerful to go all around to commit this havoc that day. And you know what they wanted to do? They wanted to deny that it was not his bullet. But when they counted the rounds that they gave all of them, it was not complete. I don't really understand the point. So there was no way he can even deny to shift it to another person. So like if you commit the offense of murder, your life can be taken. It could be life in prison depending on the circumstances. And if it is accidental, you could be exonerated, you could be freed. Look at the offense of rape. Some people are into it, but I pray that none of us should be victims of it. It carries a life imprisonment. What was stealing or theft? It carries some other types of imprisonment. It could be 3 years. And when what is stolen is like will. Testamentary disposition. Will.
Okay, oh sorry.
It could fake the person life imprisonment. What of example practice? That is very common. And students, they play around it very, very well, I know. You may have read very, very well, though. You are prepared for examination already. By the moment they tell you that there is an expo here, you still want to go there. Instead of concentrating on what you are doing already. Another thing is, the expo may be even a fake one, you don't even know it. They will even spend money to go for it. And at the end, if you are caught, that exam, you leave the exam again and start facing that problem. For 5-10 years, you will be out of the school facing that problem. There was one I followed up one time. The boy was very brilliant. But he was involved in the exam practice. Because they said that there was an expo here. So they arrested them, took them to a police station in Maraba, as if it was play. Before we knew, they transferred them to Lafia. It was only God that helped him. He would have been imprisoned. And why? The exam they cheated was NECO. And NECO did not have standing supervisors that time that they recruit that works for them continuously. They just hire people from various places. And after that examination, those people left. So those of them that were supposed to follow up the matter to pursue it to logical conclusion will not be seen again. That was the only way. Another thing again that is common is riot. Some people will say they don't kill during riots. Actually, I don't want you to believe that notion at all. When riot becomes violent. Somebody's life could be taken. There was a time in University of Lagos so many years ago.
University of Lagos.
They had riot.
What riot?
Their SUG president was so infuriated.
Again, SUG president who are turning
and he removed his knife and stabbed the VC.
Oh no, that
was the end of the riot. Because what the school will do is to shut down the school immediately. And everybody will go. And the person who has committed the offense now will be held back. He was sent to prison. So the defense he raised was that he was insane. And the law is, if you are mentally deranged, the law will not allow you to blow on the streets so that you'll be killing and maiming people. They will keep you where you belong, and which is to incarcerate you. So the defense of insanity is not even a defense. He was in prison for so many years. His classmates graduated. They forgot about him. Before that very VC has to go back to bleed. Before they brought him back. This courtesan, when they talk about it sometimes, it's very funny. I was in the school where courtesan was so rampant in University of Calabar. So many people left the school because of courtesan. Those of us that were even saved were those of us that were not a member of any secret society. They have their own courses, secret court too. A lot of you will know. So they say when you finish from school, you will get job easily. You will not lack it. You will not lack that. Since I left university more than 20 years ago, I've never seen any of my classmates who told me that this job that I got it through my court friend. We are all facing the same challenges. And to say, not to brag, our own is even far better than theirs. And there was one boy that was arrested that time. They call him Beziaga. That one happened right under my nose. They came to the hostel. They ransacked his wardrobe. And they saw regalia of secret court. They arrested him, suspended him in school. He went to the court. Went to high court. He lost. Went to court of appeal. He lost. See, when I came to practice, he was following up that case. For more than 15 years. Down to Supreme Court. And he lost again. This one is not story, something I witnessed myself. And I know the case was done against my school authority. And I don't have the law report in my office. He doesn't pay. He doesn't do anything. They have been talking about betting. You see something that has to do with betting. Our brother said we go are not foolish for you to use 10 naira to win 50 million. In our law of contract, we call it wagering contract. Wagering, that is the name, an English name. Okay, wagering contract. And they say the agreement in betting. The agreements that binds in honor only. That is, you can walk out from it. Oh, I want 50 million. 150 million. If I like, I pay you. If I don't like, I don't pay you. So it's an agreement that you cannot enforce. Agreement now. So does it have any benefit? Of course, I want 50 But there is a clause that says if I like, I will pay. If I don't like, I will not pay. So what do you think I will do? I will go out and not pay you. The clauses are there. And the way they do it is, in that paper they stick. Where they tick. If you look at the back, there will be writing there that will be very, very tiny. You will not even have the time to read it. Number two, you don't even bother to read it. Those clauses have exempted them from paying you already. As our brother said, when one person wins, they will broadcast it around the whole world. One of my classmates, he won this one for drinking from one beer bottle.
Our classmate could make
that one is somebody that he won to go to Dubai.
So no we meet beer
from the cock. So when he won, what they did is they took him from here to Dubai, quite took him. When he arrived at the airport, they picked him from the airport to the hotel room. When he finished, they brought him from hotel room to the airport and brought him back to the country. He did not come back with anything. He is practicing with me in my office till today.
Oh, you lawyer man, my office calling Jack.
That's never benefited anything. So it is not something that will even bother us.
Oh, that's
another one I will talk about again is armed robbery. Armed robbery. It carries death penalty. It could be life imprisonment depending on the circumstances. If it is robbery alone, it could be 21 years. And the law of robbery is such that, of armed robbery is such that, if you use any weapon to threaten somebody to obtain something from that person, the sees it as robbery already. And that weapon could be a pin. Even a toy gun. You understand the point I'm making? But the moment you have sent a signal to the person with that threat, creating the impression, now you can exert violence on him to get what you are not supposed to get. That can lead you into what you don't want to do. Another thing again that is common is cyber crime. Unlawfully accessing a computer network or system. To get something. I told some escampers one time that security system is not changing. People used to go and guard the bank in those days so that robbers would not come to remove the physical cash. But somebody could be 100 kilometers away now. How can account? Moving from one account to another. And some people they don't even see it as anything bad at all. And most boys they into their home. Sending emotional mails to ladies, to men. Deceive them to collect money and all these things. But the problem is this: you only know your beginning for today. No, you only know your beginning for today. But you don't know what you become tomorrow. By the time you are convicted for one thing or the other today over one something that is flimsy,
I could do man le plebie or me plebie que la ya pour me l'empa pour dans on ligi titi.
That records will be there. When you eventually qualify for something tomorrow, it is your best friend. It's your best friend. That will even tell them that this man is an excellent.
I know guys go take it.
And by then, it is something that you cannot reverse again. And the problem is we are in a hurry. We live in an ever-changing society now. Where man wants to be a woman. Man wants to be a woman and woman wants to be man. But the society is not happy about it. The society is not happy about those things. Why I say so is in the school where my children are going, in their platform, that is a parents' platform. Parents, they made some publications that we don't want this type of hairstyle. Women keeping men doing deadlock plating. Tattooing and all these things. And then another thing again. Before you, even if they give you the admission, before you get to the school, they want your church to write recommending you to them. And this is where we have problem. If my son is not good, if he meets this either to take that recommendation, he say no, this one is not good, the boy is not good. No, the problem in the assembly. They are still like. So you, there is someone else child today. You are child to me too. Because there are instances where they will ask me to recommend you. But when you put me in a tight situation, based on your pedigree, based on your previous conduct, it will be difficult for me to recommend you. Another thing again is this. When an offense is committed, there are certain people that are involved. One, the person that is actually committing that offense is number one. Number two, the person who does one thing or the other to enable that person to commit the offense. Do you know somebody can be stealing in Gariki now? And you are here telling him, monitoring, directing him, move to this place now. Okay, go here now. This is where the security is. This is where it is. You are enabling him to commit that offense there. You are part of that offense. Another thing again is somebody that is assisting within that period for that thing to be done is physically present. They have kept one lady in this room. They want to raise that lady. You are here doing music so that when she cries, nobody will be. And you say you are not involved. You have a taxi cab. Taxi cab. You own a taxi car. Okay, one chance will come to rent it from you. One chance they will to they give you 30,000 at the end of the day. Okay, 30,000 far above what should be paid to other taxi men per day's job. Somebody that advises. You can't sell. You are as guilty as the person who is committing that. But what are the solutions to all these things? Most of the problems we run into comes from peer group. peer pressure. I want to be like this. You don't want to wait for your time. That brings you into problem. So if you don't want to be in that problem, let's look at Psalm chapter 119 verse 63.
Psalm 119 verse 63.
Psalm 119 verse 63. What are the solutions or the way out of some of these problems we are talking about?
The way out, the solution to some of
you have seen it. Somebody should read it for us. 119:63. He's taking us time to read it.
Yes, and trust the Lord and obey Him.
119. 63.
Yes.
I am a companion of all them that fear thee.
I am a companion, that is, I am a friend of all them that fear thee.
And of them that keep the precepts.
Good. That is your Lord. That if you want to make friends, make friends with people that fear God. And those that keep His precepts, His laws. But if you make friends with somebody that doesn't fear God, you run into problems. He does things anyhow. He don't lie. He don't bother. You say, no, I don't lie. But you're a companion to somebody that doesn't fear God. And there is another that says, birds of the same feather flock together. And you see one thing. If you look at 2 Samuel chapter 13, let's look at that place, verse 3 to 5. 2 Samuel chapter 13, verse 3 to 5. Are we there? 3 to 5. 2 Samuel chapter 13, verse 3 to 5.
But Ammon had a very crafty friend.
Good.
His cousin Jonadab. He was the son of David's brother Shimea. One day, Jonadab said to Ammon, "What's the trouble?"
Continue 3 to 5.
Okay. One day, Jonadab said to Ammon, "What's the trouble? Why should the son of a king look so dejected morning after morning?" So Ammon told him, "I am in love with Tamar, my brother Absalom's sister." Well, Jonadab said, "I will tell you what to do. Go back to bed and pretend you are ill. When your father comes to see you, ask him to let Tamar come and prepare some food for you. Tell him you feel better if she prepares it as you watch and feed you with her own hands."
So thank you so much. We can see. They said Jonadab is a very, very crafty person. So slippery. And he sold a very bad and devastating idea to Amnon. To find the half-sister. Half-sister. If you look at King James, they say he is very subtle. So others say very crafty, so deceptive. So when you make friends like Jonadab, if you keep friends like Jonadab, you run into problems. Had it been Amnon express his problem to a godly person, do you think Amnon would have defied his sister? The first thing the person will even tell him is to rebuke him. That would drive the urge from him completely. But Jonadab
Not Jonadab.
was a very terrible person.
Or to Bobby and I know it.
Sold the bad idea to Amnon.
People Bobby
And Amnon executed it.
and now I'm killing
And ended up defiling the half sister. And that led to the death of Amnon. Because Absalom was not happy when he heard that the sister was defiled. And he planned and took the life of Amnon. Okay, let's finally go to 1 Timothy chapter 1. From all these things that we say, we members of this assembly, we don't have much problem. Why I say so is, number one, I don't handle some criminal cases. Probably you should know that. Because if you tell me that if you steal somebody stole money one time and came and begged you, and I ask him, you are selling cement for this woman.
I do cement.
For how many weeks did you sell this cement before you made away with this money? He said for like 2 weeks. And I said, where is the money? He said that he has spent part of the money. But he kept the money somewhere there. I said, our problem is very simple. Let's go and get the money now. Then let me give it back to the owner because the ownership is not in dispute. By the time we give it to the owner, then we appeal to him for the difference. And that will solve your problem. By giving me 50,000, 100,000 to do the matter for you, will not even solve your problem.
50,000.
By the time they send you to prison, I will pack my books and leave the court and go. But you go to prison. He left my advice, went and met someone else. So they took him for detention in the prison. They took him for detention in the prison. And when they went to the prison, he met one prison officer who was so interested in the money. And they gave him the money. They gave him part of the money because he had spent the money already. And that man took him on bail. And the first thing he did was to escape. And put that prison officer in problem again. Because he was eager to collect the money. But you know one thing, that prison officer will spend much money than what they are giving him. And if he's not careful, his job will follow again. Why I say so is, we don't have much problem in this assembly because we don't run into much problem. Unless we have decided to be a deviant. When others talk to you, we will not hear. Even if I talk to you, you will not take it today. But when you run into problem, if I come there, if I tell you 100 things, you believe 99. Then we pray that we don't get to that point. So Lord himself is not even important to us. So let's go to 1 Timothy. It's not important. 1 Timothy chapter 1 verse 9 to 10. 9 to 10.
Knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man,
Thank you.
but for the lawless and disobedient,
Good.
for the ungodly, and for the sinners, for unholy and profane, for murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers, for manslayers.
10, add 10.
For
Warmongers, that is prostitutes.
For them that defile themselves with mankind, for the masterless, for liars, for perjurers, persons, and if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine.
Thank you, sir. Men stealers, that one is very rampant now, kidnapping. Kidnapping for ransom. Somebody is into kidnapping. You're a friend to that person. You see, one thing is like something is like this. Let me tell you one thing. When something happens at any point, please men are not spiritual. policemen, they are not spirit.
Police, you know,
When they come to raid here, to raid, to arrest anybody they see. Whether you are there, whether you are, the moment they see you there, they will arrest you. They will take you to their station. Scatter all of you into different detention zones. They will start bringing people out one after another to interview them. They will go to detention camp A. They will bring this man. Oh, your second friend in the other room has told us everything that they have told us. You are part of it to tell us the truth. Before you know, they will get you. Why did you even fall into the victim of being arrested? Bad friends. So Paul is telling Timothy. I read a book. I watched one message on YouTube. He said the longest letter he has seen is the letter by Paul to Timothy. You know, 1 and 2 Timothy are letters. That is letter written to somebody. I'm not talking of a church now.
Letter for church.
So sometimes I seem to wonder that if Timothy is not a patient person, do you think he will sit and read 1 Timothy, up to 2 Timothy? So God told Timothy that the law is not made for the righteous man, for the ungodly, for sinners. So brother, if somebody is coming to look for your trouble, please, I'm going. Like my Muslim friends, during their fasting, they say if somebody is coming to look for your trouble, tell them that I'm fasting, I can't even fight. You don't fight. You are not lawless. You are not disobedient. You are not God in it for you, living in behind for you. But you know that if you end up killing your father, that thing will leave you. So that you get it fast. You will not get it now. If you murder somebody, you will not benefit from his estate. And they say it's not meant for manslayers. The law is made for manslayers. For prostitutes. For liars. For perjured persons, that is people that lie under oath, they swear and they tell lies. Perjury. Politicians. They will lie. And they will swear. They will go help us. If you have any question, this is more of, I don't allow you to talk very good, there will be more of interaction session. I'm just reminding you of what you know before. So that you know it more again. Thank you so much. If we don't have any other vision, we pray that we may meet sometime, somewhere again. And something happened recently in Mina. A lady who was a housemaid was sacked by the lecturer. And she went and took her own group of friends and went to the lecturer's house to threaten the lecturer. Yes, now recently this is it's like 14 years. Don't wait. And they went to the woman's house. Then they ended up stabbing the woman. And you know, in law, that arm, that weapon, that one of them is carrying, will be imputed to be like all of them carrying it. Why we say so is the mission is illegal from the beginning. The only way to show that you are not involved is maybe when the person for you to say you are not involved, for instance, when that person starts for the first time, surprisingly to your knowledge, before you start again, maybe you heard the person. You understand? You heard the person, so that the person will not start the second time. And you take the person to the station, hand the person over to the police. Then all of you will be arrested again. Then from there it will give them the foothold to know that this man was not part of what came up. But you are there, you allow them to start the second time, start the third time, and at the end you contributed in disposing of the corpse or locking the door and you left. Until they start investigating and eventually come to arrest you and you say you are not. If you bring this matter to a lawyer, they will be eating your money. And at the end they will send you to prison. The lawyer will walk away. Well, if you tell me and I will tell you the truth, you say, no, all of us went through the same legal process studying. I'm not bragging. We are far better than some of them that are claiming that we are criminal lawyers. But that is not our field because we don't like to lie to people. They go ahead.
Wait, let me ask more questions.
Don't go.
This guy is not a singer, I don't think he is.
My question is this. Now me get myself, now me they take drugs. Now me get myself, now me they go for the gates. Why is the law for that now? Don't be me get my life.
Yes, you have your life. Your exercise of right terminates at where it will not affect the other person. The rights we have are not absolute. Everything, you can do anything that you want to. I can walk. But when I step on your toes, you know I've exceeded my right to walk.
Yes, sir.
That is how it is. The law, there are restraints to all these laws. So the prostitution, you'll be a constituting nuisance in the society. Do you know circulating infectious disease is even an offense? When do they quarantine people? We have a quarantine now where they keep people in the place when you are under surveillance because of spread of disease. You have movement to walk, you have the right to walk, your right to movement, your right to association of everything. But when you have some disease, they can quarantine you. So your rights are not absolute. They are arrested. Let me throw light more on what he says so that we don't have to run out of time. What I said is, these people went for an illegal mission. One of them was carrying a knife. You know, when something happens like this, somebody will teach you to say, look, tell them that you didn't know that the man was carrying a knife. When they start their victim, you see, somebody will quickly say, I'm part of them, but I'm not aware that that man is carrying the knife. There are things we look at to see whether the man is actually part of what is happening or not. So the parameters as the mission is illegal from the beginning. Number two, as at when they start the victim, you that is claiming that you are not among, why not hold on to the hand of the assailant, the attacker? so that he will not stab the person again.
No, it's not cannot win. Or the other connect boy or capital, then I got your about just so you jump along.
Somebody who is just walking on his own, passing that place.
And now we're somebody
passing by.
I don't know where
I understand the point I'm making.
But I'll tell John.
So if that man has done, or if those boys have done all those things, that woman would have even died. Maybe after the first stabbing. If he's not even in the wrong place, the woman would have survived.
Have you got no killer pot? You go, I want to be a
You see, there is right to self-defense. The person who is carrying that weapon, you can even use a stick to knock it off his hand. So the force you are using to seize it from him should be something equal to what he's using. We talk of looking at the contemporaneity of the forces. You weigh the two. Thank you.